Alrighty, so I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing at I'm heating, oops, no, I'm not doing that, am I? My camera is not the best, top heavy. So what I'm doing is heating this up and scraping it off, just because it didn't look like it leaked. Well, it hasn't rained, so kind of can't really go by that. But heat that up, and then we scrape it off. New scrape blade. Because we got to get it as clean as possible before we put anything on it. Put that special tape on it. It's the easiest thing I can do to try to get the stupid silicone off. I think I have to hammer that down, but it definitely is easier heating it compared to just scraping it off. At least the heat takes the silicone off easier. Comes off pretty easy. I'm just on a ladder here too, so I gotta hammer this down. It's a little on the bumpy side here. I found out last time I was doing this, I found where I guess I touched the razor blade a little too much, and I cut the edges of my fingertips. Nothing bled. It's just when you find out where you've cut yourself more often. So that's what I'm doing. Let me go grab a hammer and hammer that down. Not the steadiest ladder, but it's not going to fall either. Well, I hope it's not going to fall. Certainly don't want it to fall. I probably will have to do this before I put the tape on anyways, to make sure it's nice and flat. But makes it easier to take the stinking silicone off. More. It's a slow process, sadly. I wish it wasn't, but oh well. Never is, right? It never ever comes off simple. And as I was looking for if there was any kind of goop to take it off, but nope. So let's just warm that up again. I was thinking of you know, renovating campers. I know I'm kind of a bit slow on this one, but thinking of grabbing other campers and seeing if I can renovate them and make a little bit of profit off of them. But what's out there probably might be hard to make a profit on. This I got very good deal on this one, and therefore, but I also was looking for a new camper for myself for us to go fishing in, because it's still cheaper to go fishing in a camper, even traveling up with a camper in with the gas and everything. It's still cheaper because camp, even with everything on it, well, that was a couple of years ago. I haven't checked what it is right now for staying in a campsite with the electrical and with, well, we get electrical, water, sewer, we get it all, since we do like to have our electrical. Water, this camper, we just looked at it, we have to get sewer because it doesn't have a black tank, it just has a water tank. So the black water, or if anybody doesn't know what that is, the water after you flush the toilet is black water. If that goes right into, there's no tank for that, so when you put your hose, attach your hose, it goes straight to either a bucket, or it will go straight to the black water that you have, your sewer for your camp spot. So you don't have a choice to put it in a tank before you, so, or a bucket. I mean, there's no tank with this camper for the black water, or poop water, or pee water, depending. We normally just pee in our, at night. You know, it's nice to have a camper that has a toilet, so you don't have to go and go walk out to the bathrooms that might be at the campsite, but their bearers might be there too, so who wants that, right? I have enough encounters with bears. I don't make it when I have an encounter with a bear when I gotta go pee. So we want to get this, once I got this as clean as I think I can get it with the with all the silicone that was on here, I will wipe it down to make sure it's as clean with dust free and all that, and then we'll put that tape on. And that won't probably happen till, well, hopefully, if not, probably not, whoop, hot, probably not Wednesday. There seems to be a full plate on the Wednesday, but maybe on the weekend again. Looks like it's going to be nice. Got to have it a warmish day to put this stuff on, it looks like. I have to double check and look at it again, but hopefully it will be warm enough to do. I know I'm trying to get this pretty well perfect, but I know that's not going to happen. I'm just putting it on number 1, the heat gun. Don't need to burn it down, do I? Not the best with the left hand either. There we go. As long as we don't get the cord too hot, which I haven't yet. Don't need to. Silicone is a pain in the, it's so sticky and it doesn't come off the way you would like it to half the time. I'll have to look up on the tape again, and I'll show you what tape I'm using. I'll look at it again, see more information on it, how to, what everything I have to do with it. So. And then after that, I will put I'll put this thing back on, and I do have the tape that goes on there too. It's a kind of like a putty tape that you go and put it on. I believe it's supposed to, yeah, it's supposed to come out there because it used to have an awning, but I'll have to mark it and make sure I don't try to screw it in where the other screws are. But that is of course another day after we do the tape. But I guess I have to keep that up. If I was really trying to fix his leak, then there's a lot easier ways of doing it. Well, I guess it was maybe not easier way, but maybe he just really didn't want to take the thing apart, which I don't blame him. Who wants to take a camper roof apart when you find a leak? But sometimes you gotta do it, even though you don't want to. So yeah, I think I was talking about looking at maybe renovating another camper and see if I could, you know, fix it up and sell it. But it had, oh, I probably could have got it for a good price, but we didn't think we would be able to move it actually, because it looked like it had some issues with the axles. So, you know, last thing you need to do is take that camper and travel with it and then find out the axles might not be working very good and leave you high and dry on the middle of the highway. Is never a good thing. So we decided to, and I knew there was lots of stuff that needed, all the corners were rotted out. The back panel was rotted out. The what else was definitely all the corners were, which can be fixed. The only problem with when you find the corners are rotted out, sometimes you have to see if you can get that. Sometimes you have to, you find one thing, you know, and the next thing you know, there's 5 other things you have to fix, and next thing you know, you're taking the entire front end off. So, but that's part of when you're fixing a camper. Lots of times you have to fix a lot more than you thought you saw, just like houses and everything else too. You think it's only the one thing, and then once you take a wall down or take part of floor off, you realize it's got a lot more damage than you thought you did. So at least the camper, you don't have to, you know, it has to be done right, well, especially if you're reselling it. But if you're living in it, I mean, you're going camping in it, and you can make do with how it is, sometimes that's good enough. It doesn't have to always be perfect. Just got to be livable or campable sometimes. All right, so that's what I'm doing here, taking all this extra stuff off so I can put the tape on so it can go on nice and stick greatly. So it's getting closer. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see how well this turned out. I'm going to pre-watch this video, so just in case it doesn't work, you'll never see it. And if it works, you just heard me say just in case it didn't work. Alrighty, thanks. And we will keep you updated on this. And I will film when I put the tape on. Toodaloo.